KBS First Warning Weather Center. Here's meteorologist KJ Jacobs.
Well, Arthur may come too close for comfort as we are looking at a preseason storm. That's why we have a tropical storm warning in effect overnight for the Outer Banks. And this particular area here could experience the high wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. Also, we're looking at some coastal impacts in terms of the marine forecast. Flooding, certainly a potential there. Ocean overwash. So let's set the stage here. This is it. This is the latest track right now. And you can see Tropical Storm Arthur. Regardless of what happens, you may hear it downgraded to a subtropical storm. But still, this particular system here is going to remain tropical, which is going to carry that water, and we are going to be brushed with it regardless of where that center of circulation ends up. But notice here the Outer Banks, and we could actually face some of that onshore impacts from this particular system here. The wind, the rain, storm surge as well, reduced visibility, and just chipping away at the infrastructure. This is for Tuesday afternoon. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts certainly possible there. In terms of the higher wind gusts, we're looking at 20 to 30-mile-per-hour gusts for Hampton Roads, and perhaps even up to 40 to 50 for parts of the Outer Banks. So here's what you can expect for this morning. I know it's hard to see that there's a tropical storm lurking out on the Atlantic right now, especially when you wake up to conditions like this coming in this morning from Norfolk. We'll have more clouds in the sky compared to yesterday. Isolated rain. In terms of the impact from Arthur, just be mindful of a higher risk for rip currents out there. Some of the overwash from the ocean, that would lead to some of that sand and some of the ocean water moving on to nearby streets. And we'll look at high surf, so some big waves out there as well. So this is going to be through your Monday into your Tuesday before Arthur is likely to downgrade. But for this afternoon, we'll start off nice and comfortable as it stands for this morning. By midday, 72. By this afternoon, 75. So 80s will unfortunately take a back seat for today and really for the better part of this week, as we'll look at those cooler conditions coming in off the ocean for today with that east wind. So this is Futurecast, so we'll set it up here. For today, a few more clouds than yesterday. Isolated rain by and large. Most will stay dry for today. Can't say the same for tomorrow. 7 a.m. already waking up to wet conditions. Reduced visibility out there. May be tough to see. Wet roads, be mindful of it. If you are getting an early start, don't forget your rain gear. Have a plan in place to have your items laid out to stay dry for tomorrow. Monday afternoon, 3 p.m., this system is just sitting right off the coast of North Carolina, and therefore we can have some of those heavier rain bands making their way ashore, also some of the stronger wind gusts. Once this system pulls away from us, that's Arthur there, 7 a.m., we'll get a bit of a break. We're looking at another system to work in from the west. That's a cold front. It's going to bring more showers, so the weather will stay unsettled, the type of weather that's going to likely disrupt your plans. So stay tuned to your First Warning Weather Team for these updates throughout the rest of today and tomorrow morning. Higher rain chances as well through your Tuesday into your Wednesday before we dial back on those rain chances for Thursday. Your 7-day forecast, it looks a lot different, right? Much wetter and cooler through your Tuesday and Wednesday. But of course, we will keep you up to date on those impacts headed our way, at least in our direction, due to the close proximity of Arthur.
And yesterday was a beautiful day. Is that 80-degree temperature that we saw yesterday going to feel really different from the 75 and kind of partly cloudy today, KJ?
It won't be a drastic change, but the later you go into the afternoon, Aaron, we're looking at the cooler air to come in off the ocean with that east wind. So that, of course, will take the edge off it a little bit and make it feel a little bit cooler.
Roger that. Thank you. Your time now.